Episode 258 of the Midnight Podcast is here. The host is Alex Woody. It's been a long day for your host here. It's been a really long day. Didn't know if I was going to make the podcast. That's how long of a day it is. A lot of movie watching, a lot of meals I had to consume, a lot of video game playing. No, I was out trick or treating. It's Halloween. Trick or feet. That's what one pervert said to me when I was younger. I was like, Mom. But someone tonight asked me, what's your costume? Like a drunk dad. The one time a year you get to dress up as an adult and not look like a weirdo. You know what I mean? It's like an excuse. You get to dress up like a chick if you're a guy and no one's saying anything. I mean, no one's saying anything regardless anymore, right? That used to be a big deal. Remember that? Back in the day, back in the 90s, early 2000s. Oh my God, do you see Larry dressed up like a chick? Now it's like, whatever. Now it's like, you know, Jesse dressed up like a Chinese guy. You know what I mean? No one is dressing up as a Chinaman. No one's wearing geisha, right? No one is dressing up like Worf from Star Trek. No one is taking the risk this year, I could tell you that. I did see a guy, I swear, when we were out trick or treating, I saw a guy, he was wearing one of those fur hats like Tibetan people wear, and he was wearing like the Tibetan like garb. The only way he got away with it is his wife looked like she was from Tibet. I mean, she was Asian. So I just assumed, I mean, maybe that's what he's playing off of, that racist son of a bitch. But I was like, wow, that guy, he's got balls, but not really, because he's got the Asian wife. If he didn't have an Asian wife, he had like a fat white wife, people would be like, get him, crucify him. He can't do that. He can't dress up. When you dress up as someone, that's endearing. If someone dressed up like me, I'd be fucking blown away. I'd be like, thank you, ma'am. You know what I mean? Thank you for dressing up as a drunk dad. Appreciate it. I went trick or treating with my son. I also asked for candy. They looked at me weird. But you know what? Fuck you. Candy's good. Right? Who said that adults can't trick or treat? You know what I mean? Who said that you had to stop that? That's ridiculous. You know who said that? North Korea. Communism. Right? Adults should be able to trick or treat. I love candy. I've already had 10 pieces. I'm out of my mind. I'm probably going to throw up because I had candy and tequila. It's not a good combination, especially when you down it with pizza and Taco Bell tacos. Someone brought Taco Bell tacos. I said, I love you. Sorry, wife. I got a divorce. This lady brought Taco Bell tacos. Are you kidding me? And before leaving, there was a couple on the table. I had to grab a couple. The great thing, if you're taking food from a party and you don't want anyone to see you, wear a sweatshirt. I had that front pocket and I just slid like 4 tacos in there. And the beautiful thing is I'm in the car eating them and my wife's like, where'd you get the tacos? I'm like, don't worry about it. The beautiful thing about eating them, 2 of them were soft. You ever go from a crunchy taco to a soft taco? It just makes you appreciate life. You know what I mean? It just makes you appreciate freedom and the sacrifice that the men and women of this country have given us. Support the troops. I heard a lady go, Halloween is like the Day of the Dead. And I'm like, no, they celebrate actual dead people. We pretend like little bitches. Should be raising my kid in Mexico. He'd be a lot less soft. Yeah, I celebrate the Day of the Dead on Halloween. I dress up like a dead relative. You know what I mean? Who are you? Oh, my great grandfather's cousin's Larry's sister's dog, Alfred. What? Yeah, I think it's better to dress up like a dead relative than the one time my friend Darnell invited me to a party in Oakland, a costume party, and I dressed up like a ghost. Yeah, it was awkward when I showed up. I had to take the hood off. I'm shocked. There's been multiple times I've been shocked I haven't been killed before. Romans came up with the apple bobbing. Um, I heard that. You know, the apple bobbing for Halloween. I bet they did. Hands behind back, on knees, bending down and grab something in their mouth. Yeah, Gross Emperor definitely came up with that. You know, I used to be. Yeah, okay. No scary houses this year. I was shocked. Remember growing up, there would always be like some scary house where the owner was like waiting all day, laying out front, like just waiting for a kid to go by, and he'd just be like ah, and like he'd be like yeah, I got you, bitch, and it'd be like a 5-year-old crying. Like there was guys on my street. There was one house particular on the corner where it was like the whole family, like the mom, the dad, the kids, and they're all like just laying in the yard. A couple of them are like on the chimney and fucking in the tree, and they're all waiting for kids to go in the yard before they get scared. It was really creepy, but really cool at the same time, you know? Hang on, my burp. Okay, maybe I'm not. Mm. By the way, you know you've been partying when you think you have a cold the next day. You know what I mean? Like your throat hurts, you got the sniffles. Like, I think I have a cold. No, I think you killed a 30 pack and smoked too many blunts. I think that's your problem, sir. I love a good scary movie. If you're not calling someone an idiot and jumping out of your chair and yelling at the screen, it's not a good scary movie. I want to yell at a woman and say, "Run, you dumb bitch, run! You're gonna get yourself killed." I want to go, "Oh my God, they always kill the black guy first." You know what I mean? Like I want to do commentary for a scary movie. I don't want to go like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't see that coming." You know? I love the houses also with Halloween that um, don't do anything. And they're like, we're protesting against Halloween. But they leave like a little bowl out of candy. That bowl always gets taken. All completely, you know? I think I'm pretty intimidating because I was walking by a cow, and while I was hiking on a trail, and when the cow saw me, it started shitting. I'm so glad that when cows shit, it just plops out and doesn't spray, because that would have been a shitty situation. I felt so white the other day. I went to a bar, and when the DJ was playing a bunch of rap, I really liked it. And I just started like secretly shazamming all the songs. Underground cat fighting, something I'm gonna start. But I don't think it would ever work. Can't get a cat to do anything they don't want to do, like a teenager or a wife that's spoiled. Other women will cock block you even if they're not in the room. I've been this close to having sex with my wife, kids out. It's like the stars gonna line up, you know, the kids out of the house, the gardener's not doing the bushes, trimming outside, and she'll get a phone call from, I'm dealing with this. I'm like, oh my God, I got the pants down, I got the smile on my face. They can cock block you from whatever, and they don't even know it. You ever send a picture of your shit to a friend? It's a funny gag. Don't send a picture of your shit to a doctor friend. It's not funny anymore. They always ruin the vibe. That doesn't look normal. Seek help. Yeah, I went to funny from scary. Thanks a lot. I guess Halloween's coming up. This isn't a joke. I used a public bathroom. All the stalls had automatic flush. The handicap stall had a manual flush. It makes no sense. I think the guy who created these was dyslexic. When you think the handicap stall would have the automatic flush and the other ones would have manual flush? Would a handicap guy make this? Earthquakes are like dicks. The bigger it is, the more you feel it. I saw I saw a homeless guy that does yoga, I think. He was blowing himself. He's probably a homeless yoga instructor. She said no walking or standing, just lay down. No problem. Oh, what's this? Oh, God, this is the doctor I had. Oh, we already talked about this. Did we talk about my doctor experience? Yeah, which, by the way, I was just at a Halloween party. The worst is when you talk about a medical issue you're dealing with, and then someone goes, "Oh, I know someone that had that. Oh, yeah, they almost died. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy." Hey, thanks a lot. Can you pass the joint? I actually don't, because I'm already paranoid that I might die now. So, anyways, I bombed last night. Reminded me of how I have sex. I started strong, ran out of breath, and in the middle, I finished by pulling something out of my ass. I heard a commercial that was about not trying to run out a train. Are we that stupid of a nation that we have to have commercials telling people that you cannot outrun a train? I heard another one about not leaving your kid in the car. How dumb are we that you have to make and pay people a jingle? Don't leave your kid in the car. Don't leave your kid in the car. He could die. Telling a comedian they had a good set after they bomb is like telling a grieving widow at a funeral that their husband is still alive. Oh, I saw on Apple Music that there was a playlist curated by a deaf person. Yeah, one of the worst playlists I've ever heard. You call this music? The best is when you bomb and after the show people say good set. I mean, what are they gonna say? Walk by and say, ugh, that was disgusting. You want everyone to like you, but not everyone will, so get over it. I'm a loud orgasmer. That's true, I'm louder than my wife. It's kind of embarrassing. She's closing the window. I've never seen a Mexican eat Taco Bell. I recently, for the first time, played sports with adults. Not that good, I found out. I've been playing against my 9-year-old. I've been playing against my kid, like, since he was born, which means I've been winning for the past 9 years. My confidence has been up. Then I get out on the field and I'm like huffing and puffing. I think I'm gonna die. I'm like, call the ER. I tried to be homeless back in the day. Lasted 22 hours. They should make a survival show for they make people be homeless. Yeah, I like to see that one. You have to survive by eating rats and shooting up fentanyl and dealing with the crazy fog of San Francisco. I started a diet Friday. Saturday night, I went out drinking, ended up eating a burrito, taco, soda. I was like a chick who swore off dick, and then she drinks, and then she's like, whose dick can I suck? Except I was like, whose tacos I can shove in my mouth? California's so expensive, my hair moved. I grew this mustache, if you was wondering, so I don't have to pick up my son from school. Wife loves the mustache. Reminds me of the first guy she ever hooked up with, her PE teacher. I look like a guy that sells drugs and porn. I'm like a guy who sells drugs and porn that you didn't ask for. I filmed this one last night. She was passed out in an alleyway. That's weed. You're hand sanitizing before you smoke it. I do everything high. Even got the vaccine high. That was a mistake. Sir, you have to wait in this room for 15 minutes. Make sure you don't have a bad reaction to the drug. What? Nothing worse than doing something stupid sober. That's why I stay high, so I can blame stupidity on weed. You ever get so high you forget how old you are? This happened to me. I drove my parents' house. I was also so high that I forgot my parents moved. I was like, Dad, when did you turn Asian? I am convinced that China will have a robot DJ in the future. Like, I definitely believe there's gonna be like some crazy AI musician in the future that's gonna be so good at something, it's just gonna blow us humans away, and they're gonna become famous, and it's gonna be a DJ in China. They're gonna name it Wuhan just to shit on everyone. You know? Why not? Why not? My neck hurts because I'm fat. And I was hunching over. Like, apparently, you're not supposed to hunch over. I had no clue. I had no clue. I feel sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I think I drank too much. I smoked too much. When am I not doing stuff too much? Never. I dimmed my phone light the other day. Not because I look at porn, but because I don't want people to see me drooling over food. I don't want to be a stereotype, you know? I love following food. I look at food more than I look at like models, Instagram models, you know what I mean? Speaking of Instagram models, my wife, well, you forget how hot someone is until someone goes, damn, when they bend over. My wife was bending over and someone pulled up and yelled, damn. I was like, yeah, that's straight, It was, he makes you realize what you got, you forget. Just with the fucking phones. My vows were really sweet to my wife. I still remember a little bit. I remember it opened up with, when the semen shot out of me, I was in love. When the wife said, do what you, do what you want, that doesn't mean do what you want. You know what I mean? That just means ask me again, what are you doing? And you think that's smart. My favorite type of woman is the one that gives you two ranch instead of the one at the drive-through window. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had that? Most of the time they give you one ranch and then they charge you extra. But there'll be some thick mama in there, you'll get them once in a while, that you order and they look at you and they look at your body and they go, this is a two ranch guy. And they fucking throw you an extra ranch without charge you. That's my kind of woman. That's where I met my wife, McDonald's. I wanted to go on a walk with my son last night. Wife goes, don't do it. It's dangerous. I'm like, I go on walks by myself at night all the time, and you never say anything. My wife was light on her toes, because of her heritage, Mexican. They can be quiet as they want to be and as loud as they want to be. If I'm having a threesome with my wife and another new, okay, you've heard that. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, believe that. Also, happy wife. Feel like you want to shoot yourself. I also build stuff for my wife because if you build, they will come. My wife proposed to me. She was sweet. She said, if you don't marry me, my dad will kill you. Women will bring shoes or trips that they don't even want to wear. That's true. That's all women. That's not just Mexican women. I wasn't quite sure. Mexican women bring tennis shoes so they can hop fences. I wasn't quite sure if my wife was Mexican. Then she hit her toe on the table and went, ay, ya, ya. That was confirmation. Oh, so she's not Chinese. Mosquitoes, they love me. Wish my wife kissed me like a mosquito. I got a mosquito bite right here on my neck. It's like a fucking hickey. That's the only time I get hickeys. You know what I mean? What is it about women? Sometimes they dim down after the kid, and then you meet them before the kid, and you're like, whoa, holy, I got to keep you in a cage. You're out there, and then the kid comes, and they're like, what happened? And the party you leave, you know what I mean? Is the party side of you and the kid? Yeah, that's why kids like to party. Mosquito. Oh, okay, I got that. I got a horrible text from my wife the other night. My son's friends are spending the night. Wife always complains about my toenails being too long. I'm like, you said I couldn't have a gun. Oh, you can cut some of my toenails, let me tell you. And it's scary out there. I'm ready to cut someone. I'll take my fucking shoe off, my sock, and got you, bitch. If you're lazy like me, marry a Mexican with OCD. You won't have to worry about doing anything. I'll put the dishes away wrong once, and then she'll be like, I'll do the dishes. You always do them wrong. I haven't done them since '99, guy. I'm so out of shape, I eat my wife out with a snorkel. Women always ask if the man gets along with their mom. Want to make sure you could take orders. Grocery store leggings. Love those. So my wife is wearing them. Women, I always tell my wife, wear baggy jeans. Women will tell you they will love you forever, but once you start chewing tobacco, they want you to quit because they can't have you become disfigured. What happened to love you forever? Being disfigured would get me more shows, which more money. My wife shoving tobacco in my mouth. It's true. Women will say, we love you, we love you. And as soon as you get part of your mouth removed, they're like, see ya. But then as soon as you say I can get money for it, they're, hello again. My family was going over bank statement. She goes, what's OnlyFans? I'm like, it's a sports app. Oh, so you're betting? It says you spent $100. Yeah, betting. Yeah. My wife came home and said her butt was sore and that she didn't had those muscles in her butt feel like that for a while. And she got those muscles sore from the bar. I'm like, oh yeah, bar? Yeah. I got a little upset. Bar? What the fuck? Oh no, bar class. Do you guys know this? There's a class called bar and they don't serve alcohol? That's fucked up. I wonder how many dudes have showed up. Hey, I'm here for the bar class. They're thinking they're gonna drink and work out. Nope. My wife will tell me to eat leftovers, and then, she'll ask me to eat it, but she won't eat it if I don't want to eat it. And I'm like, why won't you eat it? And she's like, I don't want to eat it. And I'm like, well, you asked me to eat it. And she's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, you want to see me die? Because you need to go pick up a husband. Oh, I'm barely making through this podcast. I'm sweating. You see this? The hairline, it's gone. I ate so much candy, I lost my hair. I saw one video today on YouTube. Sometimes you gotta believe, sometimes not. It said if you've lost your hair, it's because you masturbated too much. I was like, eesh. That could be a lie, that couldn't be it. No, but I ate way too much candy. I'm done. I'm sweating. I don't even know how I'm making it through this podcast. That's been it. That's the show. We'll be back with a guest next week. Pray for me. We're gonna get some vitamin C. We have Joe Rogan send over some steroids. This podcast is brought to you by Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio is a great website. Go to their website, silvertongueaudio.org, and you'll see my podcast there, all episodes. Download them for free right there. And then Dazed and Disturbed, which is a great podcast on there. NPC podcast, non-player character podcast. Check it out. Check out the podcast at silvertongueaudio.org. Thank you guys. I got a colonoscopy Friday, so we'll be talking about that a little bit with our guest on Monday. And yeah, hopefully I survive. Hopefully I'll be back for another one. Stay healthy, folks. We'll get over this hangover. Bye.